Before the break, Hrithik Roshan was telling us what an incredible director Ashutosh Govarikar is. So, we'll ask Hrithik how Jodha Akbar is going. How's the shooting going?
Well, it's going very well. I'm here on a break for 4 days for the release of Dhoom, and I'll be back. Join them in about 3 more days.
But it's also been a difficult time because there have been so many little controversies that must have been pinpricks during the shoot. The Aishwarya controversy, the customs, the cash package that's come for her.
No, I'm not aware of that, but no delays and no problems where the shooting schedule is concerned. It's going, bang on target, and it's going very well, in fact.
Do you know about the protest by the Rajput community saying that there's a misrepresentation of the Rajput community, and also this whole question of was Jodha Bai Akbar's daughter-in-law or his wife?
Yeah, I have. That's concerned, the people concerned need to be asked that. It's between the Rajputs and the producers.
Yeah, which of course, but that brings me to a question, Hrithik, we were talking about the actor being a tool in the hands of a director. Now, you may say that is between the protesters and the producers, but the fact is that for everybody, you and Ash are the face of the film. So in that sense, there is a reputation on the line. You might be having a lot of fans in the Rajput community, so it's not that easy, is it?
I think the decision has been to maintain a silence on this, because we've still not created anything. You cannot stop a person from making a painting. This is the way Ashutosh says it. You can't stop a person from making a painting, thinking that he's making a bad painting. You got to let him make the painting first, and then object or praise.
Tell us a little bit about how comfortable you are in a period film, because period films are, well, if they work beautifully, but they are also a little bit of a risk in our country, aren't they?
Well, I think the mindset is to look at it as a risk because of the way people have been conditioned to look at it. They've always been made theatrical, and it's always a bit over the top, a bit dialogue-y, and all that. Not this one.
Not this one.
Very real.
Okay. Well, it's interesting that, we're doing a film on Akbar at a time when the country is going through a slightly difficult phase in terms of communal harmony, and Akbar is known to be a person who tried to bring all faiths together. I'm not asking you about the film, but I'm asking you from that point of view what Akbar means to you.
I will answer that when the time is right.
As a star with a huge, with the image and the reputation and all of that, how do you choose the products you endorse?
How do I choose?
Yeah.
Well, first, if the money is good. I'm just kidding.
No, perfectly okay.
I need to identify with it. I need to be sure that it's something that I can be responsible for. When the customers are going into the shop and buying the product, I need to be, sure that they're not going to buy the product and say, "Damn Hrithik Roshan, man, we bought it because of him." It's not good. Yeah. So it's got to be good. I have to identify with it, and it's got to have part of me. In some form.
I'm told that you get pretty involved in the campaigns. I mean, the John Players guys were telling me, for instance, that you're actually designing a line of clothing.
Yeah, that was an idea that we've been working on for the past year. And it's just recently come about now. It's taken shape. So let's see how that goes. I think Jan, Feb is when the launch happens.
When they told me about it, I said, look, I don't believe it. You're going to make the sketches, you're going to show Hrithik the sketches, and you're not good. He's too busy.
Works
You're
both ways,
actually involved.
Yeah, works both ways.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, in what are you doing actually?
Choose the aspects of style that I'm about. A very individualistic approach to the whole thing. So if there's something that I would never wear, a style that I would not suit me, that reject it. So that's how we went about. I of course I'm not a designer. It's not something that I want to take up as a career, so I'm not even going to try and learn.
Tell our viewers what we can look forward to from you after Dhoom 2.
After Dhoom 2, yeah, well, Dhoom 2 now is as much of the past as Krish, and now it's on to the next big challenge, which is Jodha Akbar. And that should come out next year. and as you said, period, risk, all that. So it's definitely a higher mountain to climb, and hopefully, we'll have conquered it and have as much of a happy ending as I've had in the past 2 releases.
Well, those who've seen Fiza and loved it, I think would definitely want to know, when you're working with Khalid Mohammed next, has he had any scripts for you?
Well, tell him to write something. I've really missed working with him, and if he ever has something that is as brilliant as Fiza, I'd love to work with him again.
See yourself as a risk taker. Are you one?
I enjoy being one. If I wasn't one, then I would have never done a film like Koi Mil Gaya, which is, one end of the spectrum. And it feels so good because it's very motivating and relieving for an actor when, you can see your graph and know that, you have worked at a Koi Mil Gaya, which is at one end of the spectrum, and then taken a big leap and worked in a Dhoom as Aryan, which is completely the opposite.
And thank you so much for joining us on Headlines
Pleasure.
today.
Thank you.